Hey guys, Diju22 here, and I am just so happy for my best friend, Nufi Banga. And I'm pretty sure the rest of the order is very happy with what he has just done. And he has won himself the World Heavyweight Championship for the third time in his career, especially this season. And I'm just so happy that he won. Well, I'll tell you what, Fox is ready. I know he is. I mean, I get the feeling that he's ready. Especially against the likes of Eddie Guerrero. And of course these fans still love Eddie, even after all these years. He is still with us. I mean, and while he might have, passed away in real life, it was fitting that he came back to wrestle. I mean, ever since 2005, he's been a staple here, and although he took a year off, it's great to have him back. So it's great to have him. So for the fans, I mean, they love Eddie Guerrero and everything he represents. I mean, the thing about Eddie Guerrero is that he was a straight up man. I mean, he never lied to anybody, except in the ring, of course. But he was an honest man, and and there were times when his logic was, as the Mexicans would say, mal de la cabeza. If I'm even saying it correctly, but I mean, Eddie is a great wrestler, and I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time, and it would only be fitting if he can somehow beat Star Fox. In fact, one thing that Eddie cannot do is look past Star Fox. I mean, sure, Star Fox has been here not for a long time, but he hasn't been around for that long. I mean, yeah, he's a star, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't been in the company for very long. I mean, he's been in a few other companies, but but it was more on a sporadic basis, But right now, Fox McCloud, now that he's out of missions and out of things to do as far as the Lilad system, he came over to this universe, and he's done pretty well for himself. But of course, Eddie Guerrero is not going to be an easy. Eddie Guerrero is not a pushover, and neither is Fox. So both these guys are going to have to give everything they have if they want to go to the Royal Rumble and compete for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's exactly what's at stake here. And a Hurricane Run, a right to Eddie Guerrero. And a kick right to the leg. And a German suplex. And a backbreaker. And a drop kick. And Fox just doing a number on Eddie Guerrero. He just has to stay on him. And the one thing that Fox cannot afford to do is let up. I mean, Eddie Guerrero is one tough son of a gun. I mean, yeah, he's smaller than most men. He's not the biggest guy. He doesn't claim to be. But Eddie is a great athlete, and if you give him an opportunity to take a match from you, he will take it from you. I mean, he'll cheat to win if he has to, and he'll do that. I mean, so I would not put anything past Eddie Guerrero. I'm just gonna say that And some back elbows right to Star Fox. And a back suplex on a Fox. And I'll just tell you one thing. In the very, 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 very short time that the Order have been together, I mean, they already had the Blue Conference Tag Team Championships, and now they have now they've traded in the Intercontinental Championship for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, I mean, if you're going to trade a championship, that's a good trade. I mean, as for Undertaker, he has nothing to be ashamed of. He lost fair and square. I mean, it was inside of a cage. No one interfered. And there were no disqualifications per se because, well, the only way to escape was to win by pinfall or submission, and Undertaker didn't do that. Instead, he got pinned, and, that's that. I mean, Undertaker lost fair and square, and he knows it. And that's the one thing I appreciate about The Undertaker. I mean, Undertaker will not complain unless he has a good reason to. And he didn't have a good reason to, so... I mean, and besides, he has the Intercontinental Championship, and he's already been the World Champion for quite some time. Or he's been the World Champion a couple of times himself, so... Nothing to be ashamed of for The Undertaker. Let me get a drink of my water. Good. I know I'm not supposed to be drinking on the job, but hey, I have to keep myself hydrated at all times. Well, so far it's been back and forth between these two, so not one man has dominated for more than a minute. Which I suppose it's a good thing for all you 5-star fans out there that want to rate matches. And there is no time limit, so there must be a winner. And a knee right to the head. A back suplex on to Star Fox. And, this is not good if you're Star Fox. Fox McCloud. The Three Amigos from the originator, Eddie Guerrero. And now Eddie, wait a minute. Just an old-fashioned suplex. Then a kick right to the back. And now Eddie, what's he doing? A roll-in, but it didn't work out. A rolling senton, that's what it was called. And a backbreaker, or not a backbreaker, what the hell am I saying? A back suplex to Star Fox, Fox McCloud. Okay, I apologize for that, for botching that a couple of times, but all right, let me just collect myself here. And wait a minute, air raid siren, and now what's Fox gonna do here? Wow, a shooting star press on Eddie Guerrero, but he did not go for the cover. That could have been that might be a mistake on the part of Star Fox, because that's the one thing you don't want to do, is make a mistake make a mistake as far as Eddie Guerrero is concerned. And a Northern Light suplex, is that it? 1, 2. No, kick out, just barely though. But yeah, you don't want to make a mistake against Eddie Guerrero, because he will capitalize on it. And now Eddie, what's he doing? An armbar, but Fox was too close to the ropes. And wow, now Whisper in the Wind, and he actually connected. And a moonsault, a standing moonsault, and is that it? 1, 2. I cannot believe this. So, it's official, folks. At the Royal Rumble, it's going to be Nufi Banga and this man. Oh, now, wait a minute. What's going on here? Well, it's Mr. Rogers. And he's coming out to congratulate Star Fox. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Rogers is a good role model. I mean, he's always been a good role model. You know, back in the days when he did Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, I loved that show when I was a kid. I still do, and I still miss it, you know. And the closest thing we have to it is Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, but it's not the same. I'm sorry. But, anyways, Star Fox is going to face Nufi Banga for the World Heavyweight Champion, and this is exactly what the Order would have wanted. A match between two of its own, and the winner will become the World Champion. Well, we still got a couple of more matches yet to come, so stay tuned, as they'll be coming up right after this.